Well, we've been discussing the importance and the message of the recent earthquake and tsunami and nuclear meltdown in Japan. And that's representative. I mean, it's amazing the way it seems to be paralleling what's unfolding in our economy. And it was supposed to be a sign of what was going to happen in the world economy. And when Bob Jones was first shown this great earthquake coming to Japan, he was shown over 22 years ago, and many others have gotten details, and many others have seen aspects of a major one coming to the west coast of the U.S. And now we do see in part, we know in part, we prophesy in part. You know, Bob has gotten some amazingly accurate details. And, you know, a number of us got a few of the details about the next earthquake that unfolded, you know, after the San Francisco earthquake, the one there in Southern California. I believe it was called the Northridge quake. And we got a few of those. And you know, the Japanese earthquake, though, was a sign, a marker that now the worldwide economic situation is going to melt down. It is going to unravel. What does that mean? One thing it doesn't mean is the end of the world or the end of America or the end of capitalism or free enterprise, but it does mean change. It means radical change. Now let's think of what it could mean as far as a good thing. How about a jubilee for the whole earth? Wouldn't that be amazing? Where we say, okay, we're just going to push reset and start all over. Debt canceled. And that's not going to be fair to some people who are holding a lot of people's debt and a lot of people holding bonds and things like that, but it may be inevitable. And it could be, you know, one of the consequences. I can tell you this, there will be a lot of that. Ultimately, there is going to be a reset. But the real wealth of America is not our dollars. Now, that is a representation. That's kind of a way we keep score and a way we can discern the health of our country and our economy, because the dollar is backed up by our economy and the faith in our government. And of course, the dollar has lost a lot of value in relation to other currencies recently because of the foolish things we have done economically and because of many things done by our government that has caused it to lose very basic fundamental credibility. But even if the dollar drops to zero, which I believe is going to be a consequence of this, I believe we're facing a time when our dollar will be worthless or as close to it as you can get. So what does that mean? One thing, our true wealth as a nation, we still have. It's not just the dollars in the bank. It's not just the amount in our bank account. It's the industry. You know, it's the value of the real estate, of, you know, the ingenuity of the people, the experience and understanding, the education of the people. It's, you know, it's more people-oriented and who we are than just the dollar bill. So I think the economic consequences of the way our government is behaving, I could understand if the whole world says they're not going to last much longer. I am getting rid of my dollars. I mean, we are hanging over the precipice. The ground is caving in underneath us. And the last State of the Union address, I just could not believe my ears. I could not believe they're talking about we're going to build these new train systems and these new super rail systems and all this huge amount of spending when we're absolutely consumed in debt.